burnt myself. Can you see that shit? Haven't I got a great video for you? Ow! I'm never using those again. Back to the doo-doo-doo. Nussy Games and This Is a Ghost is 1 year old, which means I'm bringing you a huge, new, updated beginner's guide. You're welcome. Welcome! Hi everybody, Nick John Wick here. We are celebrating This Is a Ghost first birthday. Still a baby, okay? Still in beta, but we love the game so much. We had to do a celebration video, didn't we? So you have come to us today in one of the biggest videos of the year for me. I'm so excited. I had a little rave beforehand, I must admit. I also burnt my finger, so now I can't use these party poppers anymore. It kind of changes the plan a little bit. Anyway, birthday rave was good. We're now here to celebrate. I thought I would bring you guys a brand new, updated beginner's guide. And do you know why? Well, this insane solo developer has actually given us nearly 100 updates in 1 year. Everything has changed. The most recent changes, we've had a new piece of equipment. We've migrated over to the newest version of Unreal Engine, so everything is smoother, faster, scarier. We've had a total of 23 new entities. We've had new quests, photo collectibles, we've had maps. I mean, we've been spoiled. We even got asked in his Discord what we wanted most for his birthday update. We said equipment, and equipment he gave us.
It's a gift from God.
Let's jump into a game and let me show you how much This Is a Ghost has changed. And let me give you a little guide to survive. You're welcome. Now, for any of you guys that are brand new to the game and haven't actually played it yet, I do highly suggest trying this tutorial over here. Even if you've been away for a couple of months, have a little look at the tutorial, you do get trophies. That being said, we're going to switch over profile. I don't want to spoil you guys on any of the ghosts, any of the maps or anything like that, so we're going to go straight onto a basic profile. It's probably what you guys are going to see. Now, I have been involved in beta testing This Is a Ghost for a good couple of months now. We have found a few secrets that Nussy Games has tried to hide. If you want to see those, make sure to check out my other YouTube videos. They might be on maps that you don't already unlock. The best place for you guys to unlock your maps is here in the Merchant. Now, as you can see, there are 3 factions: the Vanguard of Gavauden, the Nightkeeper and the Twilight Ravens. Each of these have reputation, and reputation is earned or lost via a contract. Okay, so if you pass a contract, banish the entity, get out of there, perfect, not perfect, speedrun, not, don't matter, you banished it, you get reputation. Join the ranks, right? But if you don't banish it or you perish, you either don't get a lot of reputation or you lose your reputation and you have to pay a fee because someone has to come and get your dead body. Now, there are 23 entities. This is a place you're going to buy your entities, and I've had the question quite a lot: should we keep the base 5 and make the games easier, or should we unlock the 23, thus making it a more difficult game? Well, Nussy and myself are in the same kind of opinion with that. The fact being, 23 entities means a 2.3 times multiplier. Instead of 50% extra, you're getting 230% extra. So alongside entities in the Merchant, you can also get enhancements for your equipment. That is to make the night vision brighter or darker, to craft bullets, you know, more successfully, so you get more. Stuff like that, okay? You also get new maps and your difficulty levels. So as you can see, we have 1 difficulty level in the Nightkeeper, and we have 1 on Twilight Ravens. So I'm just saying, get your reputation across the board. Don't be like, you know, my friend who got legendary in Vanguard of Gavauden and then, you know, hated her life for the next month while I try to level everything else up. Now, usually I would say with training mode, always put it on if you're new, but with the recent update, Nussy Games has been a legend and he has made it so you don't lose reputation on easy. So we don't even have to worry about that right now, but when you are going up the levels, when you're going medium and hard, shove on training mode, you won't lose your reputation and you'll get to have a feel of what that level is like. And I really like that aspect. If you're a little bit nervous, if you've got really bad perfectionistic issues and insecurities that you don't like failing, I suggest put that on. You're welcome. I do want to direct you over to the characters. Now, I usually run Octavia for obvious reasons. I have a side cut. I am Octavia. I'm not changing her, okay? But recently, Nisi Games has given our characters certain perks. Now, some perks are more pistol ammo, a chance to gain health every 240 seconds, a shield resistance, walking speed or crafting speed enhancement, or quicker. In terms of the journal, this is where you're going to look at most often during a contract. Go to the mission tab, which explains all of your quests, okay? You have solo quests, which is this Bloodstain one, and you have group quests. So if you're playing multiplayer, that means that only one person has to do that quest and it will register for everyone, which is great. In the mission or the contract, your objective is, for a perfect contract, to find the name, the year of death, how they died, and where their favourite room is. Okay, that's your identifying factors. Then we go on to our quests and we look at what behaviour type the ghost is. You will know vengeful, okay? It's in the middle for a reason because you're going to know it. It's the one on either side that you have to look at, okay? A residual ghost will give you a silver ghost-like outline or a heartbeat in your earphones. A lost ghost will give you a red jump scare. It will grab your screen, you won't be able to move. But what happens if they don't do that? Okay? What happens if the entity is so quick that you don't get to determine their behaviour? That happens a lot, okay? So once we have our demon and we have our behaviour type, and by the way, there's a nice explanation of behaviour in here. Make sure to read that, that's your homework. It's on you. You want to go ahead and craft the appropriate ammo. Like I said, steep learning curve, but it's okay, I got you. I did it, you can do it, okay? It's fine, it's doable. Now, every entity that you come across will actually have different material in which to banish it. Some material might actually make it more angry, including its additives. Say you use sacred oil on an entity that doesn't like it, it might get angry at you. But similarly so, there are entities that are sensitive to certain things. So in my opinion, the demon is sensitive to the holy water. But you don't have to remember these, okay? You can actually find it over on the entity tab. You can actually drop down now to the demon. It tells you a little bit about it, tells you what evidence it needs. So all you have to do is click on St. John's wort and it takes you right there and you can craft it up by hitting apply. You get more bullets crafted if you have that enhancement, which is obviously bought through the store. So you might want to grab that, just saying. The final thing that I want to show you about the journal is your photo collections. There are a total of 71, right? And this is when you go write your contract, you take a picture of the things that's happening, and you get your money for that. Now it even shows you here, even without them being unlocked, the maximum price for these photos. There is one very special rare super photo. Do you have it yet? And down below, very last thing, if you need extra help or you're just questioning some things, you might find it in the help tab. If you can't find it here, write me a little comment, send me a message, or join the Discord, guys. Nisi Games has such an active Discord. He is always on it, always watching, like a ninja. Let's go. It's broken. Anyway, thought we'd come into a game, guys, show you exactly what to do. You've got your equipment down the bottom right, you've got your global activity on the bottom left. Keep an eye on your global activity, that's going to tell you exactly how things are going. Higher it gets, the more danger you're in. Okay, J to pull up the journal, and straight over to your mission tab to find out what your quests are. So we have to keep 80 health points, detect with a motion sensor, and take a picture of the distortion, as well as get the identification factors and find out what entity it is. So let's go ahead and do that. Now what I want to show you guys is a huge change, and that is this Spy's monitoring system, aptly named by our favourite Nocturnal Rems on Twitch. Make sure to give him a follow, guys. But it's actually the Supernatural Phenomena Integrated Environment Surveillance device. Okay. Anyway, your motion sensors, when you set them up, will actually give you a picture on the screen and monitor, which is going to be great for you guys playing multiplayer. And also, if you're in a slower game of solo, you may also use this to see things such as an EMF reading, distortion, you know, orbs, the lot. So that's a really good piece of equipment to use. When you start on easy mode, the global activity meter is always on. We have a cursed object, okay. So that's always on, but in other difficulties, medium and hard, it starts off, and that gives you a bonus. Hello. Oh god. A bonus multiplier. That's not nice. I was supposed to take a picture of the distortion, but it went away. Now what you seen there was a distortion, that's an orb, that's a cursed object. We're in danger, okay? The favourite room is the master bedroom, and we found that out because we seen the distortion and the orb is here, okay? So let us pull our EMF reader out by the key 2, take a picture of this bloodstain. Alright, oh thank you! Alright, we've got that distortion. We got a cursed object and we got an orb. Now I always say cursed objects and orbs is the first thing that you look for, because you can either put them in or take them out. Now that gives us 2 types of entity so far, a spirit or a demon. We have now detected the entity with a motion sensor. Awesome. Let's put our LSS sensor down, that will give you dots. That's the translation for that. Let's put our footprinter down. Now footprints you can only see with your UV light. Let's put another one outside just in case. Now what we want to do, we don't always have to put our equipment in the entity's favourite room. Although we can do that. We can also put it somewhere that the entity is going to move around a lot, okay? So this front door would be a good option since the favourite room is right beside it. So far we don't have fingerprints. Now we are going to turn on all the lights so you guys can see Little House in all its glory. Oh hello, are you dropping things here? So with the recent update we now have interactable objects. Now these things are so good in terms of if you want evidence, play around with these a little bit, you know, move them, pile them up into the centre and you will start seeing evidence and abilities happen like no one's business. Take heed from that, please. We also have the journal which the entity can write in, okay? We've already placed that, but it has different spawn points. The last thing you're going to be looking for, now that we've found the cursed object and the orb, is going to be the cubes, and that's going to tell you how the entity died. Another way to tell how he died, apart from this, sometimes it might not go off, or you might get so much evidence so quickly and it might be vengeful that you don't get a chance to see. In that case, check the refrigerators for this alphabet, because sometimes it can actually let you know there. But it can also let you know through the journal. Oh, hello. You're behind me. Let's get that EMF reader out. So sometimes if you want to trigger the blocks, you can run up and down, and you can also press the key 8 to speak. But be wary when you do that. you might aggravate the entity. You know, some of them don't like you speaking to them very much. Hi! And I'm assuming it's hanging, so we put that into our journal. We know the favourite room is the master bedroom. I'm going to say this entity is residual right now, just because it's not giving me anything. It's not hunted yet, and it's not giving me a jump scare, so I'm automatically just going to assume that it's residual. Is that a switch? Yes, it is. And a door with fingerprints. Hello. So take a photo of those, put it into the journal. It brings up spirit right away. Learn a little bit more about this entity. Go up to the entity tab and find your spirit. So it's close to the ghost, but it's more expressive. Let's go and get that picture. Hi. It's very close to the ghost, but it's expressive, okay? It can really go quickly.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Alright, so you can start a game and all of a sudden you're hunting. This is one of the examples where you might not get the cube. Orbs, fingerprints, cursed objects and voices, okay? We haven't heard voices yet, but you know, we have a chance of that. If you're struggling with voices, you can always ask it to make a noise. In order to banish the spirit, crushed sage, so you can click that and it takes you straight to the cartridge and material page. We're going to go with oil because it's, you know, it's a very fast ghost, and we're going to craft that up. Right now we're saying it's residual, but it might not be. Okay, it's not showing us anything, however, that it's lost. Turn that off just now because it's not giving us that jump scare yet. Now let us ask if it will make a noise.
Can you make a noise? Can you make a noise?
And look at what other things we have to do. So we're fine on quests. We only have to get its year of death, which we have right here. You can take a picture of that now in the update and that will automatically go into your journal. Hello. Now in terms of equipment, that's your voices, okay? You have different sounding ones, alright? In terms of equipment, you've got your pistol, which you can keep the entity at a distance with. But it won't help you in terms of banishing the entity, okay? You've got your shotgun, which you want to use in the hunt. That's what's going to have your crafted ammo in it. Your burning flash, which can push the entity back. Or not. Oh my goodness! Happy birthday to you! Anyway, and you've also got runes, which are automatically assigned when you put it into the journal. Now let's test for residual. We can actually use our shield to help us here. And we can ask it to attack us.
Attack me.
That can spur the hunt on just a little bit more.
Attack me.
I also want to check all my photos are good, so they all need to be 3-star for a perfect contract, which is awesome. Attack they are. Me. But if they aren't, you can always delete them at no cost. You are residual. You are not residual, you're lost, sorry. Let's see. And we know that that is the correct ghost because it's glowing up in gold and it's spinning in its rune. We're actually going to delete one of these $10 photos. Let's delete the blood one, because if we take a picture of the entity, it gives us more money, which at the end of the contract will give us more overall, okay? So taking an entity photo, in fact, let's take a couple of them off. Take the cause of death off and take the switch off. Hi. Now you can actually pull the shield up while still using the journal as I just did. I still pressed the key, it worked, so that's a really good saving factor at times. Hi! I know you're right beside me. I'm trying to do a beginner's video. Now for some of the other evidence type that you're going to see LSS, which can be very, very faint. Hi, let's get a shot photo. Or not, because you're just going to die on me. That's fine. Now we can fill our photos up with a journal photo if it's written in it, hopefully. Hopefully. And that would give us the perfect contract, okay? Yes, you have written in it. Perfect. Give me fingerprints. No, you gave me favourite room, but that's fine. That's still a $20 photo. So we know the favourite room was the master bedroom. It showed us that with the distortion. What happens if you can't see the distortion? What happens if you're in a different room? There's two things you can now do. The first thing being you can place incense with a key I, and that can sometimes show the distortion. Obviously you have to use your night vision for that. The other thing you can now do since the update, happy birthday everyone, is monitor it from outside. Place your sensors and monitor them. You'll be able to see the distortion on that screen. You can even click the screen to make it bigger. You can move the camera as well. It's fabulous. You can see the distortion, any cursed objects, any orbs from the outside. Okay, to take a picture of it though for that quest you have to be there. Like you've seen with me, sometimes you'll get to it and it'll just disappear. That's fine. Lucy Games is a little bit of a devil, okay? So some things that happen in the game, it's because he wants them to. Alright. Another thing that you can do that might help you guys is use Zachy or Bobby. That's the little guy out here. Use him. He will tell you exactly where the entity is. He has a limited battery, so use him wisely. He is also very, very helpful in terms of if you're dealing with a certain entity that prefers the dark and is very aggressive and hurts you in the dark. You can turn him on and you will be protected from his light, okay? So he is very, very helpful. In terms of getting evidence, some of the entities can be slow and shy and might not give you evidence. You might be waiting for some, especially as you start to unlock entities and you need those 4 evidence types. You might actually be waiting around a little bit for evidence. When you're getting into perfect contracts and speedrun territory, you don't want to be waiting for too long. There is a way to manipulate everything in this game. So if you want, say for instance, the entity is it voices like we did earlier, can you make a noise? If you want fingerprints, can you open the door? If you want them to hunt quickly, red and purple phrases, really good. Attack me, go to hell. Things like you don't scare me is very... There's a good chance you're going to see the entity's ability, right? So a siren might start screaming, the banshee might freeze you, and you can also trigger it by running up and down. Entities don't like it when you run, so if you come in a map and you find you're being hunted really early, you need to ask yourself, did I run? Because if you did, you might want to stop doing that. That's what makes the game so tense, the fact that you can't run, you have to walk around the map, okay? One huge thing I do want to share with you guys is the addition of my painting that got added. Now I didn't expect this to be added to Little House, but I did ask Lucy Games if he could add my painting. I painted it for my aunt who had passed and I just got the painting back recently. And I did cry when this was added. I didn't expect it to be in my favourite map. I thought it would be in the art room hidden somewhere, but you know, I got a fright when I seen it. Not a fright, I was shocked, okay? So that's one of my Easter eggs, my personal one. I'm really, really happy that that got added because now I can remember my aunt every single time I come into the map. So yeah, thank you Nissy Games for adding that. But that is just one thing I wanted to say about the developer, is that he does care about his community. And he actually listens to people. Hence why it's made it my favourite game. So, listen, it's my party and I can cry if I want to. It's fine. Jesus Christ, I didn't expect that. So, in terms of a perfect contract, you need the 3-star photos, all of them. Now you need 12 photos, okay? It used to be you just needed 10. And now you need 12. You can still get them all pretty much all the time, but there are times where you can't get all the photos or you can't get that perfect game. It just depends on the entity, okay? But you can check your photos, you can delete them for free. Remember guys, have a read at that behaviour. If you are struggling, like you've seen in this game, we didn't see a lost behaviour type, so we automatically assume it's residual. Keep our shield up and let's see if it breaks it. If he breaks the rune, that's 1 rune down. Sometimes that's not good, especially in medium and hard mode, but if you're just starting out, that will help you identify between lost and residual, okay? You could wait around, you could ask it to show itself. Sometimes that does trigger the lost behaviour type. That being said guys, if you are struggling, have a look at my YouTube. I have lots of This Is a Ghost content. But I was so excited to jump on, show you how it's changed for the birthday update. But in terms of Nissy Games and This Is a Ghost birthday, we had to jump on. He's a solo developer that gives so much to the game and the community, so I thought, why not give back? Let's celebrate the game being 1 year old. I want to see you guys streaming it, I want to see your clips. Let's just blow up TikTok, YouTube, everywhere with This Is a Ghost video guys. It's free advertising to get the game out there, and thus in turns it gives us more players to play with. Make sure to join that Discord, we're all over there waiting for you. But there's no cookies left. Nor is there any birthday cake because I definitely ate it at this point. Let's go and make sure we've got that perfect contract guys, but that is the birthday update. Ooh, I went up a level. So we got that perfect contract with our 12 3-star photos, all the identification factors. We did the quest, we got the right entity and we banished it. It gave us 120 XP of rep and it gave us 320 XP in terms of level, which let us go up a level. Hell yeah. And also we earned 182 dollars, euros, pounds, I don't know the currency. It looks like dollars, but I don't know. If you want to increase that and earn around about 1,000 per match, and that's on easy, you can always unlock your entities, right? Just saying. Or unlock difficulties, make sure to play medium and hard. You get a double XP multiplier for that global activity being off. I hope you enjoyed this video guys. It kinda took a turn right at the end, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and continue to celebrate the game's birthday. Positive vibes all around guys. I will see you in that Discord. Bye!